Leave all that lusting shit. Listen. Lust is the spirit of the devil.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
What? I mean, shit, I'm just really trying to holler at you, for real, for real.
Look, he fucking nutted on my fucking leg! You go to hell, bitch! Oh my god! He nutted on my leg!
A bitch turn 18 every day. yeah, I said it. So I'ma stay on point.
I appreciate all the new support you've been receiving the past few days, but I did not expect to wake up to an age restriction as the video started going up. I didn't expect to see DeAndre's own sister to post a TikTok the next day talking about lust being a problem in our generation. We know what's going on. I called it. They trying to put me on hush mode, but we gonna keep going. I got more receipts and more to say. This is the generation of lust. Part 2.
Subscribe.
Let's talk about it. The original video got restricted, probably mass reported. I started beef with looksmaxers and gooners in the same week. Bruh, is you serious? Y'all making my day. And y'all know I wasn't wrong. I was telling the truth. We live in an era where being freaky is a personality trait. And if you criticize it now, you're a hater. What these streamers be doing has actual proof behind it. They exposed themselves. But it was always more than just them. Some of these streamers is waking up and turning a new leaf. I'm happy that someone close to this man sees the bullshit. Literally around this time last year, we had a goonicide. A mass internet meme because a married man was fondling himself in a drive-thru. It had to be like a Burger King or an Arby's. In all seriousness, that situation was sad as hell. This man got his whole life exposed, face on the cam and everything, and of course it's his fault for being overly freaky. How you hear a girl on the intercom and get activated? He had to have been an Arby's. And once the trolling commenced, he knew he was cooked. His whole family probably seen it. I think he had a daughter, so his whole family lost their dad, brother, and husband in the same day because he couldn't control himself. He was so deep in that rabbit hole of lust, he didn't even want to live anymore. Rest in peace. And then we got a girl, Piper Rochelle, another groomed bad baby Little Tay variant who just times my net worth by millions on her 18th birthday, all because of you freak ass predators. This girl just turned. Like, what the f is wrong with you people? Nowadays, more and more I'm seeing women online prioritizing desirability over real value because they know there's people out there down atrociously bad for women's bodies. They be overly freaked out. Women aren't safe either because with time it becomes competition amongst other women by putting their own insecurities against each other, just like the looks maxers. Then we got the BBL epidemic.
A bitch turn 18 every day. yeah, I said it. So I'ma stay on point. Fuck you talking about? I stays on point, nigga. I'm the type of bitch that wanna comfortably be able to stand next to any bad bitch and know I'm the baddest bitch because of the work I put into my own self. Fuck you talking about? I'm the baddest regardless. Fuck.
All it is for some low-level man that can't control himself enough to not be horned out 25/8. And you know the message is real once the target audience starts to see it. And like she said, lust is the spirit of the devil. Y'all be so hungry, so deprived for some touch, you fully lose the plot and start doing things out of character. I can tell why she was saying this. She was thinking of a bunch of different occurrences, and she knows better than anyone. She's living with the man with the deepest conviction of them all. Dwayne, most of your fan base genuinely fucks with you. We all know you've always been a funny guy, but you've pushed the limits several times. And I think anyone named in my previous video and in this one can have a redemption arc, but it starts with you. Stop making freaky content your brand. I don't care how many of y'all want to say sex is at an all-time low. Lust is way more than sex. I gotta remind y'all the definition of lust is an intense, powerful craving or desire, most commonly referring to strong sexual feelings, but also extending to an overwhelming longing for things like power, money, or fame. From the goonicide jokes to people just bashing any woman in the streamer space for doing anything remotely related to a man, it gets to a point it's not even a joke. Y'all be so for real. Y'all just don't care because it's not your life. And you could be whatever you want to be. If you want to be a gooner, go make fun of men and women online, do what you want. But just know the same media you consume or choose not to consume is still affected by what you interact with and how you interact with it. We are all humans, and over-sexuality is not worth the clout. And outright dehumanization and a lack of empathy shows your character flaws. God forbid something happens to one of y'all. I'd want y'all to be good, but it's a few people who just don't give a fuck. And I'm not trying to be a savior. I'm literally bringing awareness to a real issue. I never told y'all to go and change your life. If that's what you felt from watching the video, it's a telling sign of your true heart. None of this should be normalized, yet it is. This shouldn't be on the internet spaces that we all share, that kids share. It could be our kids, or little siblings, or little cousins. And we got people violating so many boundaries and expect people to just overlook it because,
oh, it's just content.
Or,
just don't watch it, bro.
y'all be frying me. So we gonna go through a few comments because best believe I read every single one. So shout out to you if you made the cut. Mason the Marvelous said, not to mention that hookup culture is so normalized. Pretty self-explanatory. Despite the all-time low sex rates, hookup culture has been heavily normalized. Live how you see fit, but at the end of the day, those meaningless connections rooted in lust hold no weight. Y'all would rather risk bumps and dealing with bops than actually be patient and finding a real connection. Noah Slover said, "Generation that grew up on corn." Can't even lie, corn been around for a hot minute, but nowadays you can watch it almost anywhere and on any device. It was motherfucking on the PS4 web browser. Had more hours logged on that than Fortnite in its prime. I shouldn't even have to explain why this is bad. You're literally a virtual cuck, and watching that only makes you more of a bot, and your brain is just getting more smooth. It's called a gooner brain, and we can see it in your eyes. You think we don't know? Wesley Blaze said, "Most people aren't getting or having sex, so they just have the image of it to cope. It's the profit of loneliness that's the real issue." He said it better than I could. We're at peak loneliness in the world post-quarantine, and I hope we can just make this shit better before the decade ends. But trying to profit off of it is sick work. Justin Tufufu shared, "Someone gooned to a woman's leg and ran away with it. I still ask myself, have I lost faith in humanity? I hope you didn't." This is so wild because I forgot when this incident happened and why we never got a conclusive public funeral for the man that did this. In the original video, a woman at a store literally had a man run by her and release. He then ran out the store as we hear the woman screaming. I remember her scream to this day. That woman was traumatized. I hope that man got his proper punishment wherever he's at now. The concept of a drive-by bust is insane work. We have to protect our women, and as men we gotta protect ourselves. Bro, I don't even want to claim this guy. He's less than a man for that. How do you even manage to... Never mind. So the real question is, what are we gonna do about it? Don't let them silence the real. To the gooners and looks maxers, bro, I have no hate in my heart. Y'all could be beautiful people and amazing assets to society. You already are. You just gotta lock in. Self-respect and loving yourself more goes a long way. Lust is not the problem, but when you lose humanity in the process of it all, that's when you lost me. My goal was never to shame or create any type of hate train. It's about surviving in a world trying to turn all of us into content before we even found clarity. I'll be back soon.
You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be.